LOL, seriously, it's here, back for some more Windrose, and yeah, we're gonna get over there. Pretty lickety split, but it's a gray and cloudy day. It's midday. I'm gonna show you what we got done between episodes because we were working on it last time, and I've finished a lot of stuff. I've finished the house. I've furnished the house. And I finished the structure, the main structure of the lighthouse. I think that's looking pretty cool, pretty tall. And we can get up mostly to the top. I got a lot of work to do. We'll go through it. So the outside is pretty much decorated. I don't think we're going to go very much fancier on that. We are going to put some windows in on the other levels, but I'll show you what's up there. And I forgot, we did this balcony before. There's a second balcony here. We're at one level up with these railings. We never checked this one out before. So all of our windows here are inset one wall with pillars on the outside. Windows not put in everywhere. I've run out of wood on this base. We got to go get more wood for this base to continue working. We've got wood where we're going to work today. You can see we don't even have lights up here yet. Do I have enough wood to do torches? Oh, I brought wood over a good 994. Excellent. I figured it out. Yeah, actually we're going to put that right there in the corner because we've got to jump onto this awkward piece. I could fix this, but see, I should fix that. Now that I have some wood, that was the issue here. So we can get up right to the tippity top. Get a good view of where we're headed. The reason I wanted to get up here is to show you how ridiculously tall this is. If we jump, we get bored on the way down. And that was just at the bridge. I've fallen from the top all the way to the water. It's a long drop. So let's go take a look at our house. I've got it mostly furnished. There's going to be some stuff that we want to do gardening wise. Got a garden there and there, but there's also going to be some furnishings we want to do when either Ashlands comes out or maybe another patch, because I've seen new paintings, new carpets. I've seen there's like an empty bird cage for a parrot. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff in the game already that mods have unlocked. I don't have any mods, so I'm going to wait for that stuff to come out before we do much more decorating. But we've got a fireplace with some couches, a banquet table. We've got a little workshop corner for clothes and jewelry. And we have some ships and bottles here as we come up into, that's the bedroom, into the library. There's also a lot more books, colorful books, wider, taller stacks of books, I think. So I want to mix and match that, make this look like a right library. We've got a painting of some food right beside the kitchenette. Very tiny nook and cranny for some cooking for this personal home. And on the other side, cats like to watch you go. So there's a cat who watches you go. And that's where the back door to the bedroom is. Of course, unfortunately, the doors sort of go into stuff, and I even spaced this door out from the wall, so this isn't snapped to the wall, but you know, it is what it is. I did experiment with a 4-post bed. I used these curtains out here on the corners, but it actually blocks all of the light to the room. So I would have had to use multiple chandeliers, and I did not want to. So yeah, I've got a regular workbench here and a toolbox. But yeah, that's the home. Let's get building a fortress, finally. Oh, hey, the day has cleared up. That's great. Now, we have wasted most of it, so what we could do... I mean, we're right beside a bed. Let's go to sleep and start the next day. What time is it? It's only noon. It's only almost 1 o'clock. We can come back. Let's do some building now. We're going to have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I've got a huge amount of resources over here. I have 1,200 wood. I got 2,500 stone, and that's not a lot. That's going to go real quick. Like, let's see. Finding it hard to get started up there, but I think we have to. So let's go. I do want a barracks type structure right here up against this cliff wall, but we'll work on that later. I don't need to be in build mode here. Yeah, I use these posts to make a ladder. You cannot actually use it. But, you know, in case these get bombed, you gotta have a way up and down. I don't know how someone will get in the harbor to shoot from that angle, but actually that's why it's on the back side, because in case the stairs on this side get demolished, you need a way up. So I don't want to build too far over this edge, and if I do, I'm going to have to build another accompanying ladder. But yeah, let's get started. So first things first, I want to do an overhang for this place. So I want... Is it windows and... It's in windows and doors. I want windows and doors, oddly enough. Okay. So we don't have snap points for this where we want it on the corners. Oh, we do there. I can snap to the corner, but only if I'm facing this way. Yes. That's very weird. Very weird indeed. Okay. Oh, what if I... No. Oh, there we go. Yes. Exactly. I don't know how I did that. And why these ones won't... Oh, that's a tiny block that I'm snapped to there. I see. Okay. Well, we can go here. Should we go in the very corner too? I think so. And we're going to be going out. You know what? I think these need to go down one so we can continue this stone floor out more. Yeah, okay. So we need scaffolding. All right, fine. Let's build our scaffolding off the stairs. I don't know where it's going to be the least in the way. We have to go all the way around. Do we? Yeah, we're going to go all the way around. I want it to be centralized on this. So let's start here at the bridge. That'll do. That might be a good enough height right there. put our scaffolding in here. We might need to go a bit lower. We'll figure it out. You want to be a certain distance from your target for building purposes. So you also want connections so you don't lose structural integrity. But okay, so we already have supports here. So let's see if I can, now that we're here, see if I can put these in at the right height. Yeah, I can snap it there. No, I can't. I can snap it in one. So I would need two. I think walls are actually going to be best for this. Thank you, Eagle, reminding me where I am. Okay, so there and there. And you know what? I'm going to change my angle to 90 degrees. And we're going to continue our floors and walls foundation here. Oh, darn. We're going to continue with a new orientation. Now we do have to be able to remove all of these walls too. Floors, words hard. So yeah, I was thinking of extending out to this tower there, but actually, whoops, wrong button. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think this tower might just be for a pathway. Maybe we'll have a tiny tower up there. Yeah, we'll work on that. But it's going to be a pathway up this backside to connect to up here. We're further out because I want this to be a bigger platform over here. Oh, don't need to go that far. And we're back. Okay, go all the way around. A guardrail would probably help, right? So I don't fall. Thank you, Eagle, for reminding me that I can fall. Alright, back over here. We're going to need these walls everywhere. Every two, I think, at least, or in the corners where I want stuff to go. Yeah, I'll put one on both sides of that. Oh, it'll just let us snap that there. That's interesting. Is that going to make it hard to remove later? No. Okay. Oh, dangerous. Oh, I don't want to remove that foundation. It was precarious to get that up here. Would I just go on the corners? I think I would. Let's actually see how that looks. And a nice rainy day. Okay, well, we're going to sleep soon anyway. I may want them in the middle too. Yeah, I would. Okay, walls, floors. Windows and doors. Let's put them all in then. Oh, can I even target that? Yeah, okay. that merged really deeply in there. Yeah, is that the same height? Yeah, yes it is. Okay, in theory, I can get rid of these now because these have snap points on their backs. So I have corner snap points everywhere now. And midway snap points. Alright, so do we want to go to the extra work of pillaring these? I think so. It looks pretty nice. Start with your foundations. Start from the ground up. Now we've already done some groundwork, but we're going to finish the fancy stuff on the groundwork while we have scaffolding here, because we don't want to have to rebuild this after we've built the whole structure. Yeah. So we got those four corners. We have those things underneath already, but they've got wooden bracing on the underside. So we're going to keep that, and we might cover it up with a few more blocks. You know what I just realized? These are all at the wrong height. We got to do it all again. All right, no big deal. We will. Okay, floors and walls. Okay. Got that side done already, so we just need this side. Oh, we need all four though. There we go. Yeah, there. There. Perfect. Okay. Mistakes have been made, but they were easy to fix. We caught him early. Oh, which one's... That's too tall. That's the proper one. No, that's too... This is too tall. What are you snapped to? There we go, that's proper level. I gotta check these levels now. Yeah, look, this one is too tall. I'm glad I checked. I don't know what they're snapping to in there. Why are there two snap points? That one's also too tall. Was it? No, they're level. Okay. No, let me... There, come on. Get in there. I don't want to break away this foundation piece because it's sort of... Oh, it's not holding us up anymore. Okay, I can get rid of those. It was while we were setting it up, but now that we snapped, well, touched that side, we've got structure. Looks like I can do it on this side too. That's impressive. Alright, we didn't fall. So from here, I'm going to try to do this as far down as I can from each of them. I think we can reach the rock on most parts from here. Maybe we don't need lower scaffolding. And I'm fine wasting a couple pieces of rock going down into that rock. Just to make sure it merges. This corner here goes really far down. Another trick is sometimes you can click further than you can drag. See, I can't drag there, but I can snap. We got that one to merge in the middle. Nice. Not that one. We gotta go down there for some of that stuff. Okay. Now, can we easily snap these on where we need them? It looks like yes is the answer. Phew. Let's get rid of that stair piece. You gotta be careful with these blocks, click and dragging, because they can go in 3 dimensions. You can go up, down, towards you. You don't just always go sideways. You get up this still? Yeah, okay. See, like that. So, click building is a lot faster with these. And it's sunset, it's raining. Just gonna get this one layer in. If you drag slowly, you can see which side's getting bigger. That should be where it gets placed. Ah! That was a pretty good run though for click dragging 3D blocks. I generally only like to do it with 2-dimensional blocks. You know, fences, that sort of thing. These are so hard to work with. I don't recommend it. They're very versatile though. Because of the thing that makes them hard to use, they have a lot of uses. Okay, so we have to be careful here as we come across the stairs. We need space to get up through. And are we going to go around the stairs, or is this going to be the edge of our build? That's enough space, but what if we put in yep, that's still enough space, and that merges pretty nice with that wood we got there. Oh, I see, there's already a pillar in there. What if we, is that where it is? That is where it is. If we merge with that, and we bring the blocks out one, we can still technically fit under that, but that is such a tight squeeze. I don't like that. So we'll go with that. And we are going to put a pillar in there, because it does look weird just meeting that corner. Yeah, that's in the rock, or at least it's behind the staircase. Question is, can we get away with one more block on there? Yeah, that's not a tight squeeze at all. That will work. And then I think what we want to do is go one more block out. Can we do this jump without falling? Yes. Phew. Alright, the rain stopped. That's great news. But the sun is quickly turning it off on us. Yeah, that's not too preposterous. Okay, we'll go with that. That ladder is still holding up our scaffold, so we're going to leave it, and we're going to whee! Now that's a long get board on the way down jump as well. That's where the bell is. So let's go to bed in our brand new fancy bed. Now, that is the sunset side over there, and we don't have a window on the sunrise side, except maybe over there. Alright, that's good enough to go check the time on our clock at least. Oh yeah, it is morning. It's 7 a.m. Morning. Let's get back to moving stone blocks up a mountain while carrying a fish. If you want to put your fish back on your belt, go into build mode, drop out of build mode, or your weapon. But yeah, if you're wondering why you can't sheath your weapon, like if you pull out your fish, right, or your sword, or what have you, and then you put it away with the same button, 5, it just disappears, right? It's gone. And then you can punch. If you pull it out and then go into build mode and out of build mode, it puts it on your belt. Same with your weapon. Yeah, I'm okay with it being a bit of a tight squeeze, and since that does go around, we're going to make it go around. It's pretty easy to add blocks when you're facing them, and you can put your cursor on their face where you want the block to go. So yeah, I want to target that block's face. So I think we might not need them here. Let's figure this out. Maybe this should be where we draw the line. Yeah, that is pretty far out over the corner. But we don't have to build structurally this far out. We can just have, you know, like a walkway. What do you call those? Is that a parapet? Can I... Is that the spacing I want? No, this would be the spacing I want. Can I snap these to the bottom of just these so we don't have to do that wall step now? Yeah, that would save a lot of time. Yeah. Perfecto. Okay, back to the floors. made it around that one. Let's see. These are weird angles for doing what I'm trying to do, but I think if we just go like this on a 45 degree, it'll be okay. Yeah, may as well go the full thickness there. Okay, so now let's go right up against this pillar. Get in there. Oh, I saw it. There we go. That's where I want it. Yep. And then we're going to do the same over here. Let's extend our scaffolding so we're not all panicking about falling off this floor. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that works. Okay. Let's go to this corner first. Find a middle point. Yeah. I don't think that's even, so we're going to put a dual one here. And we're going to go out one more too. Snap there on the end. Just so these aren't sticking out the edge there. Precarious. Yeah, everywhere else is one stick out. So that means what I want to do then, snap this one in one down right there. So it touches, I don't know if you can see right where the sun is shining in our eyes there, just to the left and down of that. They touch, and you can, you can't get close enough for you. Then we're going to go like that again and snap to the same corner. Perfect. And then, can we do it again over there? I might have to go lower scaffolding. I do have one idea. Can I get it in the right spot at all? Oh, V. There we go. And that, and then we're going to go Z and down wheel. Click. Yeah. See, they're almost touching. It's where I wanted it to go. They're close enough, so that's fine. Okay, we have our foundation in. Now I can fall safely-ish. Where? Here. Whee! Not a big long run back up. We could have built a ramp back up over here easily enough. But this is our new working area for our fort. It doesn't mean we have to work in squares. In fact, I think I want this side to be a circle. So what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of that right away. We're going to put something in our midpoint, so we know it's our midpoint up here. And let's use walls or pillars. There's the midpoint. There is 2 blocks out from it. Let's see. No, yeah, sure, whatever. We'll go with these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that'll do. Pretty good. Okay. Pillars. Sort of important to make sure we're snapped to this, so I'm going to go up and drag down. Like that, because we could be stepping to these blocks, and it looks like it matches perfectly in the corner, but it might not have. The game's a bit funny that way. So, and then over here we would go those again, and we're going to turn our snapping back to, I think, 15 degrees. So that is exactly even, and I think I want 2 blocks, and then rotate 1, 2 blocks, rotate 1, 2 blocks. So that means we don't need that block in there. So we did 2, yeah. Rotate 1, rotate 1. Yeah, this is not matching. I think we need to do a 30-degree rotation. So that's going to be even steeper. What that means is, first of all, maybe we do need this block, but secondly, 6 is not enough. We're going to have to go 7s. We'll try this again. So the other thing we could do is we could just go from each until it meets in the middle, which might be a way. Might be a good way to do it. Oh, looks like we're already done for today. Okay, well, too bad. I'm going to turn my rotation to 30 degrees now that we're on a nice even perpendicular to this line. I'm going to go 1, 2, 1 rotation. That was, maybe we only need to do that for 6. Maybe 15 is right. All right, back to 15. No, we are still short of this. So if we do the same thing here, it meets right about there. So I think that is, yeah, because we're going to be placing these blocks on the inside. Oh, that's only a half. Yeah, it doesn't meet perfectly. Maybe 8 is the right distance out, which means yeah, we can have this centered. All right, I'm going to get this built for next time, and we'll come back and see what we got going on circle-wise. Yeah, but that's going to be it for this time. We made some good structure progress today. Until next time, have a good time.